Pope Francis is appealing to parents to make sure they baptize their babies.
Entra in quel bambino lo Spirito Santo.
When we baptize a baby, the Holy Spirit enters, Pope Francis told pilgrims at his weekly talk. The Holy Father says baptism is the gateway to other sacraments which allow Christians to flourish in a life of grace. Vatican correspondent Juliet Linley joins us from Rome. Juliet, why did the Pope choose to talk about baptizing babies today? What was his advice?
I guess he chose to talk about baptizing because until Pentecost, it's still the Easter period. It's still the time of renewal. And what he told parents was to think about baptizing their babies as soon as possible, giving them the opportunity of what he called the free gift of having Jesus living in them from the get-go. So Francis said it's a watershed moment that marks a deep change in a person's existence, a sign of a new beginning. And then returning to a theme that he's often touched upon before, he called on the crowds gathered to go and find out their baptism date. We all know our birth date, but not a lot of us know our baptism dates.
No, that's a great idea. And today the Vatican also, in addition to talking about baptism, reached out to Buddhists. What was the occasion? What was the essence of his message?
Sure, the occasion was the celebration of Vesak. It's the holiest day in Buddhism, and informally it's known as Buddha's birthday. Now, the Council for Interreligious Dialogue sent a message today encouraging Buddhists to work with Christians to combat corruption. So it said that corrupt political, business and religious leaders threaten governance, put lives at risk, and damage the environment. And the Vatican also said the evil of corruption cannot be met with silence and encouraged Buddhists and Christians to help expose corruption.
I don't know how to transition to this piece, Juliet, but on a lighter note, we understand that also today, 3 llamas were among the pilgrims in St. Peter's Square. What was that all about?
Indeed, Lauren. So 3 llamas turned up today after trekking more than 1,000 kilometers. Now, they hailed from Italy's oldest llama and alpaca farms up in the north of Italy, and they came with their owners to deliver a special gift to the Holy Father of apparently a zucchetto, a skull cap, and a pair of alpaca socks. So woolen delicacies, woolen gifts if you want. And although they're notorious for spitting, now these 3 named Shakiri, Buffon, and Tiento displayed their most pious behavior for the occasion, Lauren. And we understand that these unlikely pilgrims actually stayed at convents and parishes along the way on a journey that took them almost 3 weeks.
I wonder how they got them in their beds. I'm sorry. Okay, Juliet Linley, EWTN News Nightly Vatican correspondent.
Thank you, Lauren.